Okay, now that we've read, we're going to go back to practicing our reading and predicting today. And today, I have cards for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to predict with our cards. So you have a story in front of you, and what I want you to do is I want you to read the first card for me.
What does the title tell me about the story?
Okay, let's take a look at the title. Here's the title. I want you to point at the title and read it for me.
Back to School Blues.
Okay, and what did we think about that title? What is this story going to be about?
School.
Yes, so we know the story is going to be about school today. Okay, anything else you can tell me?
I don't want to be at school.
You don't want to be at school. And
It's
somebody...
blues.
Huh?
Blues.
It's blues. So somebody doesn't want to be at school. That's right. Okay. Let's take a look at the second card. Can you remember from last week after we looked at the title? What did we look at? Oh, here's the card.
Pictures.
Yes, the pictures. That's right. So read what's on the card.
What do the pictures tell me?
What do the pictures tell me? That's exactly what we did. So take a look. There's only one picture on there, but what do you see on the picture?
Calendar.
There's a calendar with months. Can you tell me what the months say?
May, June, July.
Good. May, June, and July. Right? And in May and June, we're in school, but how about July?
No.
No. Okay. So this person probably likes...
Summer.
Which months? Yeah, this person probably likes summer. They probably like July the best. So what do you think the calendar has to do with the story?
And that's where they want to get to.
Get to where?
The summer.
The summer. Okay, let's see. Maybe. Maybe they want to get to the summer. Okay. And then our last question. Go ahead.
What do I already know about?
So what do you already know about this story? So what do you already know about school?
It's not in the summer.
We know that school's not in the summer. What else do you already know about school?
It's work.
It's work. You think school's work?
Work.
It's work. Anything else?
It makes them blue.
It makes them blue. How about you? What do you think about school?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. So on the back of our paper, we're going to write down, okay, that the story is about school. So what words do we want to write for the story?
It's about school.
Okay. So what keywords do we want to write down? You gave me some keywords in there that the story was about. When you looked, let's look at our cards again. You gave me some keywords, and just like we did last week, we wrote down some keywords. So yes, one of them is going to be school. What else?
Calendar.
Maybe calendar. And
Summer.
summer. Okay. So what do we think? So we said this story might be about somebody who wants to get out of school for the summer. And we'll see if you're right in a moment. Okay. So we're going to read the story. And every time I stop you, I'm going to point at a question. I have some questions here for you today. I'm going to point at a question, and you're going to answer the question when I stop you. And then, if you get it right, we're going to put it on the paper. Okay. So we have these questions. Can you read the questions for me?
Who? What? When? Why? Where? How?
Yeah, right. We talked about predicting and good detectives, and how good detectives can find the answers in a story. Okay? But before we do, we need to go over some vocabulary words.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start with one of the ones you already mentioned. which was, do you know that
Calendar.
word? Calendar. Very good. I'm glad you knew that word. And we know that the calendar tells you what?
Months and days.
Months and days. And we have a calendar in the room to tell you the months and the days. So that's one of our vocabulary words. I'm glad you knew that one. How about this word? I'm going to read it to you and then you can read it back, okay? Smirked.
Smirked.
Okay. A smirk is when you smile at somebody. Okay. And is in a way that you smile and you think you're too smart for them.
No.
Okay. So you smirk at them. Okay. So it's a smile. How about this word? What's it begin with? Can we make those sounds in the beginning?
Add.
Add. So it's admit.
Admitted.
Admitted. Very good. When you admitted something in our story, it means you say that it's true. Admitted.
Admitted.
Yes. Good. And then the last one. That also begins with an A, and when we put the A and the L together,
Oh.
alternative.
Alternative.
So, alternative. And an alternative is a choice. Can you think of a time when you had to make a choice?
Yeah.
Would you like to share it?
Choose what you put on in the morning.
You choose what you put on in the morning. Okay. So maybe in the winter you have an alternative of sneakers or boots.
Yeah.
An alternative. Okay. So we have our words there for our story. And I'm going to leave them out. And when we come to them, okay, we will see them. Okay. We're ready to read. So when you get your finger ready to point, point to the beginning and go ahead.
Jimmy
Side.
Jimmy sighed as he looked at the calendar. Tomorrow's date was circled in red, and there was a skull and crossbones drawn in the box. He groaned and slapped at the calendar.
Okay, hold on. Who? So here's my card. You have to answer that. What's the
Jimmy.
story about? Jimmy. Very good. So in the who box, what are we going to write?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. And that's so we can come back and remember it. We're working on our memory skills. Very good. Okay. Keep reading.
What are you doing? His sister Susan asked. I'm looking at the calendar. I see that, but why are you hitting it? I don't want to go back to school yet. What?
Put the W and the H together. It makes a wah sound.
What?
Wah.
Whined.
Wind. Good.
Whined. I can't help it. I don't want to get up. Early.
Early. Good. I'm glad you saw the ear in there. That makes an early sound.
Do homework every night and sit in those.
Let's take a look at this one. What's it begin with? The front. Let's cover the front of it. On what? Okay. And then we have
Come.
and then it has a little word in it. Can you find the little word? F-O-R.
Fort.
Okay, so uncomfortable.
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 Seats for hours.
Okay, let's stop. So, what's going on?
He doesn't want to go to school.
He doesn't want to go to school. So, what could we write in here to make us remember? What would be our memory clue? Make it 2 or 3 words.
No school.
No school. So what? No school. Good. Okay. And if we have a